What improved your life so much, you wished you did sooner? Stopped arguing with random strangers on internet. Sometimes I'll type out a comment for the catharsis and then just delete it and go on my way. Oh God, I do that all the time. Write out this well thought out reply back with evidence and whatever. Then go, this idiot isn't even going to read half of this, and delete it and go on my day. Doing at least one chore a day. You would be amazed at how well getting something done, even if you hate it, can fight back against certain depressive mentalities, particularly the ones that convince you you're useless or are a burden. This is great advice. For me, a triple 30 worked wonders. Every day spend 30 minutes cleaning chores, 30 minutes exercise, and 30 minutes of self-improvement, which could be anything, for example practicing guitar. Get home from work, knock off the triple 30 in 1.5 hours, and oh man, the sloth after that feels so good and so earned. And what's 1.5 hours? Nothing. Highly recommend it. Edit. Not only does it annihilate your housework, its biggest effect on me was kicking the ass of my depression and anxiety. It's not gone, but so much more manageable. Edit 2. Thank you for the awards. I am absolutely delighted that this resonated with people. It made such a difference for me. I started viewing things as potential experiences rather than just opportunities for achievement. Before that, for example, if I took a class, then I was only focused on the grade. If I couldn't get a good grade, I didn't like the class. Heck, I wouldn't even start a book if I thought it might be too hard or too long and I might not finish it. Then I realized the purpose of classes, and books and other things, was to learn, and that hard ones were likely the ones I learned the most from, even if I didn't get the best grade. I started doing all sorts of stuff with the idea that I just wanted the experience. Even if I was the worst one out there, who cares? I wasn't there for the achievement, I wanted to learn things. This works socially as well, and I started taking way more risks, telling myself that, at the very least, it would be a learning experience. I saw a saying once, it's only a failure if you stop trying, otherwise, it's an experiment. I love it. A good quote goes something along the lines of, to be good at something you have to be brave enough to suck at it for a while. Not sure if that's something someone famous says, but it's what I tell young people. Even old people. The great philosopher Jake the Dog once said, sucking at something is the first step to being kinda good at something. Moved away from the state I grew up in. I didn't know how unhappy I was. I had gotten used to being miserable, and now that I'm in a better area, I'm a completely different person. I did this but moved halfway around the world. It's amazing how much background stress is gone when I finally accepted that I was just not meant to be where I was. I miss my family, but we stay in regular contact, and I have a lovely found family here. Sometimes just up and getting out of a place that isn't for you is the best course of action. Learning to set boundaries and say no. Daily exercise. It doubled my energy for an hour out of my day. And that's just the benefit you get now. You have no idea the dividends you'll collect on that as you age. The key to aging gracefully is in staying active. I have worked with seniors for years in the capacity of wellness exercise, and you can absolutely pick the ones who are and have been consistently active out of the crowd. Not just in exercise form, but in all facets. Absolutely. A few years ago I had a client in their mid-70s who basically never exercised, and they were pretty much confined to a wheelchair and had a diminished quality of life. This past year I worked with a couple who were both 81 years old and made a commitment to staying active most days of the week, doing resistance training, mobility work and balance exercise for many, many years. They still were going on hiking trips and cross-country skiing adventures while I was working with them. In conclusion, as a past martial arts instructor told us, the best way to stay in shape is to never get out of shape. It's one of the more important things that those studies about how exercise could add 5 years to your life never includes. Staying active might add 5 years of length to your life, but it'll add another 5 to 10 years of quality life on top of that. And honestly, even before the health problems correlated with lifestyle disorders start kicking in, you will still probably have an improved quality of life. Quitting smoking. Low impact cardio. I love to run, but it destroyed my legs. I can swim my little heart out, smile. Swimming is great. Lot of fun, refreshing, and good exercise. When I was told that I would lose my eyesight, it made me pay more attention to how beautiful the sky was. I can still see, and I enjoy watching the clouds on a level I can't even explain. Edit, thanks to everyone for the love, you all have made me very happy. Exercise every day. Anxiety and depression are much easier to manage, and I got some confidence I haven't had in years. Quitting drinking is the best thing I've ever done for my mental and physical health, and it's done nothing but improve my relationships. The last year and a half have been the best I've ever had. I'm on day 19. Congratulations, fellow newbie. Day 4 for me. We've got to start somewhere. Keep up the hard work. Not everyone can afford this, but moving closer to work. My commute went from 45 miserable minutes in traffic glaring in hatred at the tail lights in front of me to a pleasant 15-minute bike ride. I got an hour of free time every day and better health. Pandemic did me a solid on this one. Lost my job of 20 years due to it. 2 hours of commuting every day, which had just risen to 3 hours. Took a year off, then found a perfect job round the corner from my house. 4 minutes walk. Absolute game changer. Took a 20% pay cut, but we sold my commuting car, and with the price of fuel what it is, we're actually considerably better off. The 3 hours saved commuting means extra time with my wife and kids. I'm very happy. A 20% pay cut, but you are also getting 20% of your time back, assuming 8-hour work day plus 2 hours commute, plus saving money on travel costs. Just before I got the boot, I was leaving at about 6:30 a.m. and home at 5:30 p.m. Now I leave at 8:25 a.m. and home at 4:20 p.m. Plus home at lunchtime. It feels shitty saying it, as I know many were not as lucky, but the pandemic changed my life significantly for the better. Reading books way more. I started reading science fiction and fantasy books instead of everything I read being great or literary, and I found I like reading things I enjoy more than things other people deem relevant or worthwhile. Being okay with quitting on a book is also nice. I've trudged through so many I thought I should read. Bachelor degree at 47 years old. Master degree at 50 years old. Doubled my salary in 4 years, from just getting by to on track for retiring at 60. Do tell. What is your degree in? What inspired you to pursue at 47? I stopped living my life just waiting for the weekend. When you work 5 days a week and have just 2 off, it's not good to be always waiting for those 2 days. You can plan something meaningful or fun every day, even if it's just a small thing. Edit, wow, thanks for all the awards. I'm glad others have found this comment helpful. Listening to the sound of rain to fall asleep. Stopped caring what others think about me. Eating dinner or a late snack at work. Too often I would leave work hungry, and the temptation driving past Chick-fil-A or the corner taco shop was too much. I've kept my weight under control for a couple of years now, having dropped from the 220s to the 170s. I remember when I lost 10 pounds because my window motor broke in my car, and I couldn't go through the drive-thru anymore. Simple, but effective. McDonald's shareholders hate this one simple trick. I started flower gardening. Really relaxing, you will see results all summer, lots of successes and failures, but failures bring improvements. And I listen to Audible books while I'm at it sometimes. Especially great if you have a desk job. Edit, it's so nice to know so many are enjoying gardening. I had no idea it would be a Reddit thing. My social skills. Looking back, I could have made some awesome new friends. But nope, my anxiety-driven ass had to be difficult back then. No one has said it yet, but laser eye surgery. Best money I've ever spent. Had mine a month ago. Well, annoying for the first 2 weeks or so, but definitely worth it. So freeing not scrabbling around for my glasses first thing. My only complaint about my eye surgery is that for about 2 to 3 weeks after, my vision was like a hawk. Unducking real far-sighted clarity. I spent time outside just looking far away at leaves. But then it kinda settled, I guess, and, while I'm still very happy with vision quality and no longer need correction, it felt so great having that perfect crisp sight. I get that feeling whenever I get a new pair of glasses or contacts. I always told my dad it was like someone was holding my eyelids so they'd stay peeled open, lol.